welcome to Free Cheese episode 290. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Marc Augustiniak.
Hey.
Matt Zellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. You guys all right?
Dandy.
It's the spring forward.
What does that have anything to do with it?
I lost an hour of sleep.
Yeah, we lost the fucking grumpy.
A little agitated. Auto chest was down earlier in the week.
Dude,
Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks.
I stayed up.
Limp Bizkit.
I get it. I was playing some shit.
Yeah.
I was playing video games and I watched the clock go from fucking 1:59 to 3 o'clock and I was like, I guess I'll go to bed. And then I got up at fucking like 8:30. All good. Fucking chilling. You guys come in just hot.
I got that little, that hangover. Like, you're not really hungover. You just got that mild headache that's just been with you all day.
Yeah.
I've been kind of nursing that.
I'm coming off of a week of frustration.
Fresh off of work.
Man.
I've had GameCube troubles this entire time.
Tell the kids about your GameCube troubles. Tell the world about your GameCube project.
I think it started when you got your HDMI adapter.
Well,
I don't think you talked about it on air though.
okay, so a little before that, I was missing my GameCube because Nintendo really loves to support that console and preserve its games. Just kidding, it doesn't.
Shout out to Melee at Evo.
Yeah.
Still got GameCube controllers coming out. I will throw that out there.
That's yeah.
So I wanted to so my neighbors gave a TV. They gave us a 40-inch LCD, had the AV hookups on it. Haven't had a TV in a while that had AV hookups. I was like, oh, maybe I'll hook up my GameCube and revisit that. Oh, the laser on my GameCube is busted. Doesn't read anything. So I'm like, okay, how do I go to fix this? And I looked up a video. Turns out I don't have the engineering skills to fix that.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to go buy a new one. Or a used one, but
Yeah,
new to me.
a different GameCube.
Yeah. So I go to a local flea market, and I get one there, and I bring it back, and it's working at first, and then it stops working, and, oh wait, sorry, between all that, I ordered an HDMI adapter.
Yeah.
Pretty
That good one too, right?
pretty pricey. It's
Yeah.
Eon's GCHD Mark II.
The Mark. I get it.
Yeah. Brought to you by John Linneman.
Yeah. And like that was good, but then I noticed that GameCube was kind of doing the same things that my GameCube was doing.
Disc errors.
Yeah, it just reading trouble, whatever. So, because flea market only open on weekends, I had to wait a week to bring it back and return it. So I go to bring it back, and I tell the guy what's up. Just for their security, they have to test it just to make sure they're not getting ripped off in some way, because people do that with GameCubes, I guess.
Sure.
And it was working. And I was like, okay. I mean, yeah, I never said it wasn't working. Just it would give out. It would get disc read errors during the game. Like I have to keep opening the lid, close it. It would load the section. I had to keep doing it between sections. But for him, it was fine. And then I told him about the adapter, and he thought the adapter was the issue. I was like, okay. So I was like, if I go back home and try AV cables and I'm still getting these problems, can I bring this back? He's like, yep, you can just bring it back. I'm like, okay. So I do that. But to make sure that I'm not crazy to them, I recorded footage of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was doing the same thing. It was working at first, but then two or three games later, it started doing that read error thing. And I recorded it. And then yesterday rather, I went back up there like 15 minutes before close. Perfect. Because I'm one of those customers, I guess. Yeah. Went to go exchange it. Dude just like wasn't having, you could just tell he was trying to clean up, close the place. Like, dude, like, why are you in here?
Yeah.
So he just like takes care of me like really quick. Like he doesn't need to see a receipt or anything. Just exchanges the GameCube, goes, yep, there you go. And the GameCube looks like garbage. It's like cigarette stain, buttons aren't really working, but hey, it works. So
Sounds like the special edition to me.
I'm going to give it a couple days, see what happens.
The Marlboro edition.
Yeah.
It's got a sticker of Camel Joe on the side of it playing a fucking GameCube.
Let me give it a couple days and see what happens, make sure it stays good. But like between that,
Yeah.
I've had 2 other GameCubes donated to me.
Just swimming in GameCubes.
One of them was the wrong model type, so it couldn't even support the HDMI adapter. That one works flawlessly.
Sure.
But it's not the one I want.
So maybe it's the HDMI adapter. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe I should stab my ears with Q-tips.
I guess that punch on the table, that comes through real loud.
Yeah, I
do
just...
it too.
I know we all did it, and it was just boom, 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 boom. Man, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Like I said, I'm just nursing that mild headache.
Great. God damn. It's nice out today, right? The weather's fine. Hey, you got Daisy.
Look at that.
Are you okay? The fuck? Oh my god.
Sorry, Matt. Continue, please.
No, I got nothing else to say. I'm just... That's why I'm so irritable.
I'm feeling great. Like, I don't know what... Is it a full fucking moon? What's the...
It's the lost hour of sleep.
All right, I guess.
Isn't, like, the weather drastically changing, too?
That's fine. It's good. It's getting
Like,
nice.
like people get seasonal depression, right? Like, I'm one of those, but to me, it's more like seasonal aggression.
Oh, God.
Like, I get to a point where I'm just fucking aggravated.
Which part? In the winter or the
Like-
spring? Or what makes you...
Like winter to the in-between of winter and spring. Does that make sense?
So March.
I guess. It still snows in March, too. That's what I hate. So it's still, like, winter to me.
Yeah, but it snows in March, but like today, it goes from snow to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like your body isn't... It's not adapting yet. Like, it's still morphing. Still anamorphing.
Well,
you know?
I've spent 6 weeks preparing my body. I wake up, I have a morning ritual where I think about the...
See, like, I don't know what waking up in the morning is like. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, it's true. You drag yourself out of bed, then at some point in the afternoon you realize you've been awake for a while.
Yeah.
That's living, you know?
I didn't have that breakfast.
You didn't eat?
Mm.
That'll do it.
I just had, like, 2 Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Like an hour ago.
That's basically breakfast.
Yeah.
It's a good brunch. That's what Nestle planned when they made the Hot Pocket. They said, we want this to cater to those people who forget to eat.
It's so weird that they do more than chocolate.
I know. It's a big company. A big company indeed. Speaking of big companies, did you guys play any video games this week by any big companies that made them?
I tried.
This is just going to keep going, isn't it?
No, I did.
What did you get into?
I finished Dante's Inferno
Nice.
again.
Yeah.
How far you're playing that?
I didn't realize that Classic was easy mode. So, people making video games, can we stop trying to be fucking cute with our difficulty names and just do easy, normal, hard?
Or give us cool faces like Wolfenstein.
Yeah, that sells it to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, nobody's gonna think about that. Like, it was like classic, intermediate, or like something else, or like hardcore. It's like classic sounds normal to me.
Yeah,
That sounds like the
I would
default.
think that would be
That
normal.
sounds default.
But the game was pretty easy in like throughout the whole thing. Like, none of it was challenging to me.
Did it have one of those like bullshit little subtitle things where it's like, pick this one if you picked up a controller before. Pick this one if you're a heavy video game player.
Kind of, but not. But it still wasn't like descriptive enough to tell me
Got
it was easy. It's like, come on, man.
I go back and forth on this all the time, whether I want a good range of difficulties or no, just one. Just Bloodborne it. Just make a fucking game and make it what it is.
I'm fine within easy mode, but just fucking call it easy. But if it was my preference, I like the games that are just normal and have harder difficulties. You know what I mean? There is no easier.
There is no easy.
It's just the default intended way to play it.
Yeah, but then I start
I don't
thinking about
mind.
accessibility. Like, I think about all those things like, do you want more people to play the game?
I mean, it
Do
depends
you-
on the game, too.
I was gonna say like I would mind an easy mode and like an Uncharted, or The Last of Us,
I mean, yeah, I mean,
stuff like that, like story driven stuff.
like, I'm always fine for more options. Go for it. But,
Yeah.
But, like, keep it universal.
Yeah.
That's, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, there's no set standard for any of that. There's no set standard for most things
But-
in video games.
it was still fun. Still had a good time. I still, it was nice just going through that.
You sent me a video you fighting a baby. That looked kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, that was like one of the
Or a
first.
screenshot.
That was like one of the first rings.
Yeah.
That's, for people who don't know Dante's Inferno, you're going through the 10 circles of hell, and each circle is dedicated to one of the big deadly sins or whatever. Like, they each have their own theme. And so one of the early ones, all all the unbaptized babies or whatever, all the ones that didn't make it and all that. That's where they all go, and they have blades for arms, and they come screaming at you, and
That's what happens when babies don't.
right.
Yep.
So you just gotta take your crucifix and just shoot crosses at them.
That's dark.
Yeah.
Cool though.
Did you guys read Dante's Inferno in school?
I didn't in school, but I do have the book.
See, I read it for school.
Nah, I remember like the word coming up in passing. But...
Was yours like a translated version? Because I have like the original where it's all like thee, thou, thou art, like
I don't remember. It may have
fighteth
been.
thy babeth. I don't know.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because this only covers the Inferno section.
Yeah, I mean,
Because the Purgatory and Paradiso were like the other
even
parts.
our teacher was like, "This is the best of the 3
Yeah.
books." Like, the other ones aren't that good.
I know it all ends. It all ends with like Dante going to like Purgatory or whatever, and then it says to be continued. I'm like, oof.
That's
Oh,
an
the
EA
game?
joint, right?
That's visceral.
Yep.
Oh man.
Speaking of purgatory,
Yeah, it was very bittersweet. Right? Actually, not even. Well, it was bittersweet because I was playing a visceral game, but at the same time, I'm not going to see anymore.
in some way, you could say
Of
that this
that.
is the real life story of Visceral. You went through hell with EA, now you're in purgatory.
That's true.
Yeah, they're just but they're dead regardless.
Where's the Reset Era thread that says ex-Visceral devs are making this game on Kickstarter? When's that happen?
You know, whenever I think of a company that gets closed like that, I even wondered when they were still making games as that under that name, did everybody get along under that roof? Because then, like, imagine if like, oh, ex-Visceral members are making this game, but this one other ex-Visceral member sees that and they're like, they didn't fucking invite me to
Yeah, where was
come
my
make this
fucking
game with
phone
them.
call?
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I always wonder about that stuff. I mean, that was fun. You just heard it on air. I finished Mario Run Remix. I got Daisy after 30 current areas, which is not, you know.
Did you get your $10 worth?
That's a good question. I mean, they're still the main game, but grinding that much for Daisy, if you're not a Daisy fan, don't do it.
What if this was something? What if you treated it like a daily challenge? Every day on the subway, you did one of the levels and moved on.
It was at a point where, for like the first half of it, I was all for it and like getting the like pretty much up to area 20. I was enjoying it. I just wasn't thinking about it. Whatever. Once I hit around like between 25 or so, I was like, I'm just right there. Like, come on, let's just go through, just work through this last grind and just get it. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm so done with this at this point. It's just
Sounded like me, like, what was it, a year and a half ago, playing Shadow of War?
God, that was the most torturous fucking... Just stop. Just stop playing it. You don't have to do this.
I definitely burned myself out at the end there. The game keeps going after you get her.
Well, yeah.
there's
Now you got her.
There's area 31.
Oh no.
Why?
Who comes next?
I don't care.
Was there a 90 next to fucking Rosalina's name?
No,
Face?
they didn't show anybody else.
Give it time.
I'd rather have just paid for Daisy. I would have paid $10 for just Daisy without going through all that. And I could just play the main game.
You should download Fire Emblem Heroes.
No, I'm just, you know what? I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I got my kick out of it. That was like my in between because my GameCube wasn't working.
So let me do this because I'm mad.
Now I have my GameCube ready. I have my games ready for that. Got my Gotcha Force, got my Phantasy Star. I finally got Luigi's Mansion.
Nice.
Never played that before. So
Pretty slick.
I'm in a better spot now.
I'm excited for next week.
If everything goes the way
fuck,
it
maybe
should
I'm
be.
not.
I mean,
I don't
maybe
even
I'm not. I don't
know.
know.
Shit.
We played Halo 2.
Yeah, we almost beat it. If only we could just get better at the game and get through that ending, Mark.
Yeah. What happened, man?
There's a bug in the game right now.
It's called
So-
What's Left Over from all the bugs that they haven't fixed yet.
Yeah. We kept fucking up, not we, me, because I would say the word Cortana,
Well,
and it would trigger
someone else.
Sorry. It would trigger Cortana on the thing. Or sometimes there was one time where
I triggered her too, but it didn't take me out of the game.
mine was doing it when I would back out of Cortana, it would hard quit back to the main menu. There was one where I didn't even say Cortana or hey Cortana, nothing close to it. But we had died, so we checkpointed, and I was like, all right, dude, we got this. Speedrun hacks. And saying speedrun hacks triggered Cortana, and I was like, no, the fuck? Oh,
Yeah, like,
come on.
I mean, that shit happens with Syria, though.
No, I know, but with Siri, it doesn't crash back to the fucking main menu.
Because I think you have to say hey Cortana, not just Cortana.
Yeah, so it was
We
something
are really
I was
fucking
saying.
someone's Xbox right now.
Yeah. But
Hey Cortana.
But just to be safe, we were like, let's just give her a code name. We started calling her Zoe.
No, you started calling her
I called her
Zoe.
Zoe.
I kept calling her Cortana because I'm a fucking idiot and forgot that we made that code name. Yeah.
Oh man.
But then we got to the end of the game, we beat it, and then the final cutscene starts, and then it white screens and fucking hard quits back to the main menu before triggering completion.
At least it's not like hard quitting the whole console and potentially bricking it.
Yeah, that's true. It's not.
I felt like we had like maybe one more section to do, but it was like a tiny bit.
Yeah, because I don't think that's the end, but we were like right there.
I think you have to face the other prophet, and then
Right. Either way. It's a
I'm
good
knocking
game.
on that door. I'm knocking on that doorstep. I'm right there on the elevator, chasing the humans. That's the Arbiter.
so
They're like there's these two platforms going side by side as the Arbiter, and you're fighting off the flood.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm right before the grave mine.
Yeah.
It's like right. Yeah.
Do you switch between the different versions?
I meant to ask, how do you do that?
Just the select
Back button.
or
Back
options.
Yeah.
No, it's
That's
not.
the one
Is
with
it
the
called back button?
It's like the pip.
Oh, no, it's not back anymore.
Is it
the,
It's the
options?
pip.
Yes, it's that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The two squared, not
The
the
pip,
three
that's
lines.
why, yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, that one. And there's an achievement if you toggle between it in each level.
Oh.
That's okay. You just play through them again.
Yeah, I mean,
That's all right.
You got to chase those par scores.
It won't let you finish it anyway.
I'm not chasing those
so.
par scores.
No,
I
you
feel
can
like the
finish it on
par
solo.
Scores,
Oh,
Halo 2 you can beat on solo.
but it's not going to pick up where we left off.
No, and it won't count for the co-op completion because it tracks it separately. Oh my god. Question.
oh, like I feel like some of my par scores aren't even getting tracked. Like not that I'm paying attention to it,
Yeah.
but
There's times where you're like, I know I did it in 25 minutes.
and I don't even have like a score
Oh, weird.
when I look at like the friends leaderboard. Because well, first of all, it threw me off. I was like, why? Like you all played this? Why did I'm not seeing your scores? But I forgot you didn't you play on like heroic or whatever?
Yeah, I played them all in heroic. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm playing on normal.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's
it'll
why I'm
show
not
separate.
seeing-
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing co-op on normal, but that's co-op, so it's completely
Exactly.
different.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess with that said, I beat the first Halo.
Nice.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Then I'm at that point in Halo 2.
Nice.
I'm knocking on the doorstep because I know that is a shorter game.
How's life with the Xbox?
I like it. There's some things that I disagree with, like the controller and my headset not working, but $90 later on Tuesday, that will be solved.
Perfect. Not going to open it back up. We already yelled at each other before the podcast and before Mark got here, so we'll just move forward. I'm glad you like your Xbox.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you like those avatars?
I haven't even looked at any of that.
Don't.
Have you
Just
seen,
don't. Just
have you
don't.
seen my avatar picture or like the square?
Oh yeah, it's the 360 green circles or whatever the
No.
fuck that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Just don't.
Why?
Now I'm intrigued. Now I gotta go.
What are you talking about?
The new avatars are fucking gross.
Oh, the like animated ones?
like the super, like the updated ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna make an avatar, do the 360 one.
Nah, dude, do the new one. My dude's fucking...
now I got some exploring to do. tonight
Everybody's
now.
heads are so fucking squished.
Yeah, it's cool.
I tell you
It's
what
a
though, I
style.
can't wait to use my Xbox, go to WWE Network, and watch some fucking Fastlane tonight.
You mean last night? Fastlane. You mean No Escape?
The real WWE, the subpar one.
Oh, right. Yes. This is as compared to the far superior FCW.
Yeah, of course.
No Escape. The greatest show on earth. Is that trade? Can we say that? They're out of
Ooh.
business now, right?
I don't know.
They're
What-
gone.
What are you gonna do? Send clowns after us?
Yeah. Yeah. I
But yeah,
forgot
no,
what you were talking about.
no, I haven't actually. I brought over my PlayStation to record FCW, and I haven't plugged it in since. So
Jeez.
no, I like it. I like the fact that I can hook in my cable because I mean it's not that big of a deal, but it's just another remote I have to carry around with me. If like I'm going from like my bed to my computer or whatever, I'll just remember to bring. Or when I don't bring, I'm like, ugh, I gotta get up. Like I can just have the Xbox controller and switch back and forth from cable to YouTube, Twitch. I'm not using Mixer. Don't.
Give it time.
I'm not.
Give it time.
Maybe next TA I'll get my Mixer achievement for watching a single channel
You're,
for like
you're
8 hours
right there.
straight.
You're in that ecosystem.
Both of them installed, Twitch and Mixer.
I have both of them.
Mixer's
installed.
default. Like it just comes with it, as it should be.
No, it's not. It's nice. It does take a little bit getting used to that AI or not AI UI a little bit, but once you get used to it, it's really not that.
Yeah, like I hardly use it because I have everything in folders.
See, I haven't utilized the folders yet, but I have no problem going because the first thing that pops up is the My Games and Apps, which is the same exact view as the library view of your PS4, where it's like
basically
apps, games, whatever. So it's fine. And it's not like I have like a billion games. I only have like the 9 that I've downloaded from Games Pass or whatever.
Like once you make a folder, all you have to do is just go down, and then everything's right
there.
there.
And I've seen it on
pin
yours.
them upward
Joe.
if you want. Yeah, like if there's a specific game, like we started playing more Halo, so I put all my Halo stuff pinned it to the top, so it's right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool.
No, and then that led me to play more Rocket League. So now I'm playing Rocket League on.
I jumped into that because I wanted to see what the whole Rocket ID thing was or whatever.
It still doesn't do like cross. So
there's no cross save, right?
Yeah, that's the nice thing. Like what Fortnite does, it uses like an Epic account.
Yeah,
and it's all tied to that account.
I wanted that.
This is not doing that
yet, or period.
I think period.
Ugh. I mean that kind of makes sense because there's platform exclusive stuff, but
I mean it's not any different than Fortnite. Like Fortnite is exclusive PlayStation Plus stuff.
Yeah, they should really do that.
And like with it being crossplay now, like I could probably play. It's not the Warthog. I forget what the actual name of the.
Oh, I just played it last night.
Yeah, and then like is that in the Gears vehicle?
Yeah, the Gears one I had by default. The other one I had to like complete a match before it unlocked.
Oh, yeah. So I must have did that before.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like I'm sure I can hop into that and then see
Samus's fucking ship
or the
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth car.
Yeah,
ice cream truck. I don't know. But yeah, I mean,
I'd be curious to try that. Like, could we?
Samus, Sweet Tooth, Warthog.
Yeah, theoretically, you have it on Switch, right?
Batmobile.
Yeah, I got everywhere, girl.
Oh, Jesus. Oh wait, there is a Batmobile.
Actually, I guess I technically don't have it on Xbox. I guess I technically don't have it on PlayStation either.
Just have all.
Well,
Fast and Furious cars.
Yo.
There it is. Good roll as that.
You see, because I don't know, like I have the clan set up for the free cheese on PlayStation, right? I don't know that transfers.
Yeah, because I had a thing, or I went last night, and it asked me to like create, or if I wanted to create one or whatever, and I was like, should I? And then I was like, no, because Matt made that one, so I'll just wait and join that once I figure out how the fuck to do that.
I'm gonna make the paid cheese.
Now, what you can do, like, you can choose to display either a gamer tag or your Rocket ID, and your Rocket ID takes the Steam approach, where like you can pretty much make your name anything, and then has numbers at the end of it to protect it from being copied or whatever. So you can do that. Now I don't think that carries across platform, but I think you could set it so that way it does cross platforms.
Yeah, I gotta dig more into that. It's weird.
I haven't booted it up on like PC or Switch since that stuff came out, only on Xbox, but I'm assuming that's how it works. Because it didn't ask me anything about connecting it to another service.
But did it?
Because I was re-earning like skins and decals, and there were some cars that
I
should have that I don't have.
I was like, maybe I'll go turn on my PlayStation real quick and then grab the ID off that and then sign into that ID on Xbox, but I didn't see the option for it. I don't know. I did set up remote play on my PS4 though. That new app. Spoilers for news, I guess. But it seems fine, I suppose.
That might be when MLB The Show comes out. When I'm like doing just like simming stuff and menus.
Yeah,
that might be when I do it.
I was lying in bed, I set it up, and I was like, I wonder how well this works. And I'm 2 floors up, and I turned it on, and then I was like, I doubt it. And I opened up Pinball Arcade, fired up the Addams Family pinball table. Totally fine.
Side note, I just watched The Addams Family the other night.
The movie?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You made a good choice with your life. What else you get into this week?
Dude, auto chess, man.
All right, moving on.
It's so good, and I think I found out why I like it so much. It's a fair playing ground. There's no paywalls. There's no you have to get a certain card. I guess there is a meta, but because the way the heroes are dealt out to select is so random, I forget the second part of what they're calling it. But I keep seeing the word casino thrown out as this genre because of its RNG-ness to it. Yeah, I don't know.
Casino?
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
it's because if you're trying to roll for a hero
Sure.
Oh.
to level them up, say because it takes three heroes of the same kind or three of the same hero to make the second level, and then three of that level 2 to make a level 3. So when you're trying to find that third piece to make the level 2 character to bump up your squad, it's
You're pulling slots.
yeah.
That makes sense.
And then there's a whole thing of managing your currency, where because you get interest based on the amount of currency you have, so you want to hold on to a certain amount of money. You don't want to go all in too early, because that currency also goes into your levels. And if you get more levels, you can of course put more chesses or more characters out on the board. And then there's a strategy to when do you level up? Do you go in a little bit early? Do you try to get some wins? Do you not worry about leveling up so that way you get on your losing streak and get that extra goal because you're on a streak of some kind? It's all even. I don't have to pay another cent for a card or anything. It's that card game approach almost, but it's
just all there.
Yeah, I mean, there's some games where I just feel like luck is not my way, and then there's other games where I got all the luck in the world.
Auto chess seems to be luck of the draw.
A little bit, yeah.
And you don't have to pay to play that.
No, it's a mod for Dota.
Then Dota's free.
You're right. Yeah, because I remember I see whenever I see you sign on, and I just check who's all on, see what they're playing. I'm like, on Xbox, Matt's playing Dota.
Yeah, that's really weird. Because it would do that for me when I would play Quake and shit. It would pop up with Quake Champions or something on my Xbox profile. It's that doesn't make sense.
Or I see, Charlie's on it. Oh, he's playing Hearthstone. Okay.
Yeah, right. How? What?
I do have to say, I mentioned this to you. It's the most magical thing because my computer's in my room, and of course I'm playing my Xbox and my phone or my watch. And then as soon as I get that achievement, it's doot 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 doot, and it goes it goes around the room. It feels
feeling.
good.
It's like a celebration. It's everyone's here for me.
Especially when you get that special sound because you got
the
that
diamond
rare
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the diamond's a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Mine's usually just a millisecond before the screen. The watch just pulsates on my wrist, and then it's all at the same time.
Yeah.
It's oh, okay, I did good.
Yep.
It's a good pulsate. Usually it feels like a shot collar. It doesn't feel like one, but it just reminds me of whenever you get something like that, you feel like you did something wrong. I was like, no, just you good job.
What happened? What, are you okay?
No, they're looking for me.
Something great happened, and you take it as I did a thing. Oh, is it bad?
It's just what it reminds me of because it's
okay, Dad.
Yeah, I'm okay, Dad. Because usually notifications, they're never they're usually pretty neutral for if you get text message, all right,
yeah,
it's a text message, or if you get an alert of some kind, all right, it's an alert, but it's never a pat on the back.
This one can be. You can treat it like that.
I mean, sometimes now with the notifications, when Victoria texts me, I get excited. I'm like, oh, where's my achievement? And I'm like, oh, and I'm a little bit disappointed that it's her, not an achievement.
You better be Cortana, damn it.
No, it's yeah.
But real quick on auto chess, I feel a lot more confident when I'm playing. I'm getting top ranked finishes, and I'm to the point now where I know the builds that I want to go with. I have there's a core build I aim for. There's a backup build, and then there's a backup build, and another backup build, just depending on the roles I'm getting. Because you get certain buffs if you keep it all in the same class. And then now it's even to the point where I'm tabbing through the rest of the boards to see what other people are doing. I'm scouting essentially. So, because one of the rules is if more of a character is out on the boards in general, players have them, it's less likely that you see them in your roles.
Oh, okay.
So if you're scouting around, you're trying to get one character, but you see everyone has a level 2 of that character, you're
probably not gonna get it.
Just I would abandon it, move on, and maybe go to your next build.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I love it, and it's consumed my life. I watch it on Twitch all the time.
That's so wild.
Like I can't stop watching it.
No, I think I'm.
This was her. I'm telling you, Joe.
Wait.
This was Hearthstone.
No, I know. I'm
4
just,
years ago.
I'm really excited to watch it. Just where does it go?
Do you mostly watch for entertainment or research or both?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I mean, the good news is most of the streamers I watch, I do find entertaining, but they're like, some of them though are like the ones that get pissed off when they're not getting the roles. So it's kind of entertaining in that way, but I also see like how they deal with like not getting, like how to adjust their build on the road.
Fly.
Cool.
Auto chess. Crackdown 3 got a little bit better. A little bit.
Patch or you just got more invested?
No, just the further you go into it, like it definitely opens up a bit. I think last week I was a little down on the orb placement, and that definitely, the further you explore that world, they seem to be a little bit more. It's still not as prevalent as it felt like it was the last time around, where it seemingly like, oh, I just got to get there, but it's definitely better than I
Now,
let on last week.
I don't think I asked this last week. Is this like the Riddler challenges where sometimes you could see it but you can't get to it, or can you kind of get to every? Okay.
And that's the thing where you're like, oh man, as soon as I can fucking jump, oh, I'm gonna get you.
Jump.
I mean, you can always
Yeah.
jump higher.
Yeah.
Like, there's one where it's like these big ass apartment buildings, and there's one dead center between them, just floating in the middle of the air. And where I am at power wise, like I can double jump, and I have a click left stick in to do like a forward dash, but my jumps aren't high enough to get me far enough to then dash into it. Like I just barely fall short. As soon as I can jump, I'm gonna get you. But it feels like, I don't know, 80% to the first Crackdown 1. Like it's not quite as good as Crackdown 1 to me was, but also Crackdown 1 was so new. It was the first time, like Crackdown 1, contextually, like thinking back to first time playing that, it was after years of playing GTA 3 and Vice City and San Andreas, where you were very much in this real world that was open, and then Crackdown does it, but all of a sudden you get superpowers and you can jump to the top of a building with, the click of a button. It was just so new that I think that one, whether it is or not, is not a better game, still feels more exciting than this one does,
You should play 2.
Is that live now, by the way? The free Crackdown
Yes,
1
I
and
downloaded
2?
it last night, yeah.
That's gold,
Because-
right?
No, it's just,
No.
period. It just is free right now.
Oh, so you don't even have the gold membership to
Nope,
get it.
you just need to sign into your Xbox account, type in Crackdown to the store, and hit download.
All right.
For 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What about 2?
I don't know. It's just like, because 1 to me just felt very bare bones, and the fact that 3 isn't living up to that
It
makes
probably is bare bones. It's just my recollection of it is like it was that like transformation of.
Because 2 had like a nice sweet spot. To me, I like 2 way more than 1.
I'll have to try it. I never played it,
Yeah.
but that it just 1 was that refresh, right? Or like
No, I get it. Yeah,
it was something new that you hadn't seen before. Where 3 just feels like more of that, which isn't a bad thing. It's just more of that.
That's how I thought about like Saints Row.
Yeah.
But it's the only way that they could advance was by getting wackier and wackier, and then
Sure.
just losing that name.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what they are now, like Agents of Mayhem or something like that.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think that counts though.
That's what Games Pass promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't.
the only thing I remember about Crackdown 1 is it was the Halo 3 beta player. So
But that was the cool thing. It was like
Yeah.
you got it because of Halo 3 beta, and then it ended up being pretty cool. Like
Mhm.
that. I think my brother got his Xbox right when Crackdown was coming out. It was like on the fence, like because you would buy it and you would like come with a free game.
I don't think there was many cell shaded games too at that point.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like it just.
that was before Borderlands.
Yeah.
If only we still lived in those days.
But why? We're dancing.
Are you okay? Yeah, I don't know. I keep digging around with that game. Just jump in, grab some orbs, kill some bosses. The general, it's fine. I think you got Game Pass. You're looking for just something dumb to do for a night. Go for it.
Yeah, I have all 3 installed.
Yeah, it's fun. I did delete the multiplayer stuff because I didn't even try it.
I did
And-
not install that.
Yeah. it auto installed for me because I preloaded it. But
What, for 1 and 2 or
for
3?
For the third one, it's like it's 2 different.
Yeah, I saw
yeah.
that. Oh, I would play the. No, never mind.
I mean, I will try it,
Nah, it's-
but you know, not.
I saw you guys
I
were
wanted
on
to-
that one night. I was gonna message you guys, see if you wanted to do Payday. I really want to fucking try Payday.
I talked about it.
I know we literally Mark and I spent like an hour chatting together while downloading shit to play together.
Great.
I
Can't
was
wait for
like-
Payday.
You should have messaged us. We were just.
Well, Victoria was over, and I was trying to queue into an auto chess
Yeah,
game.
it said I think it said you were watching TV, and I was like, oh, okay, he's probably just not really in the mood.
I think that's
anything.
Yeah, she was watching Grey's Anatomy while I was getting pissed I couldn't queue into an auto chess game because that was the night it was down.
Ah man. Yeah, you should have jumped in. We played. What did we play? I was gonna say Explosion Man, but we didn't end up playing that. We played Battle Block Theater.
That's right. Yeah, I was gonna say it was something different.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
You talked about the game for years, and I never played it. They're just like short little bite-sized levels that you kind of run through, collect a bunch of gems, get to the goal. But it gets progressively more challenging with how you platform and your cooperation. It's pretty
Sounds
fun.
like a video game.
But yeah, it's
It's tougher as it goes on.
yeah. Single difficulty though. You know, you don't
Mm.
choose levels. The levels just become.
I think there is a tougher
Don't
mode. Though.
fuck me over.
Is it classic mode or is it?
It's similar to like. I think it's more
Is
like
it hardcore?
I think it's more in vein of Castle Crashers, where there is a hardcore mode.
That makes sense. Speaking of hardcore, I played Apex Legends some more because
I was
it
gonna
was
ask, dude.
Where we're at.
I was like, what?
Xbox.
I was like, what's the pulse on that? Are people still playing that?
So I jumped in, and like the first match I jumped in, it showed me, who my squad was and who the fucking previous kill leader or whatever was. Dude had 3,900 kills. So I was like, well, fuck. I see where this game's gone. Dude, I was playing on Xbox. I queued into a match almost immediately every single time. Like, there's no wait, there's no anything.
So no lobby, like no bullshit
No,
lobby.
like literally, like
people run on fire, right?
I've
Alright.
become so attuned to certain games where you like fire it up and it's like, all right, let me grab my phone while I wait for whatever to load, like whatever it is, like whether it's whatever. I did the same thing, pull my phone out. I like couldn't even open an app quickly enough before it was like, choose your character. And I was like, oh shit, all right, let's choose my character. Let me grab my phone. Oh shit, we're dropped. All right, I'm the jump master. Let's do this. Yeah, it's still. I mean, the game didn't change, but people are still playing it. There still seems to be like I think there's still a solid balance in the player base of people like me who are like, how do I what? And then people who are really good. Because there's no like, it's not like that second weekend of Tetris 99 where it was just like, fuck you. It's still like, hey, I'm doing good. Oh shit, I'm dead. All right, let me do another one. Hey, I'm dead already. And like, it's all over the place still. Like, make it to the top 10, don't make it to the top 10.
Like, I don't even focus on those banners because everyone just looks the same to me. Like,
yeah, I don't.
You're like, oh, look out for these people, and until you see them, everybody, I'm like, they just look like everybody else. Like,
no, and like there was
I'm not gonna
match.
go looking for that. I'm just.
There was one match I loaded in. It was me and obviously 2 other people. One of the guys I loaded in with, or one of the people I loaded in with, had as many kills as I did. So I was like, great, they're terrible. The other person it was one of those 3,900 kills, fucking gold banner, everything's pictures that are like floating and in 3D. And I was like, oh shit, got this. Dude's going to carry us. We fucking drop in. Dude who I thought was going to carry us starts pinging this location. I'm the jump master. And I was like, all right, I guess we'll go there. Head over that way. We drop down. It's like 17 other squads all dropping down right there. Our good dude hits the fucking ground. And I was like, ah, shit. All right, well, let me go grab a gun. I'm going to make my way over to... Oh, he just fucking left. Didn't even give us a chance to go try and revive him or anything. Like, all right. There it is.
Cool.
Yeah. But playing that led me to the Microsoft store where I saw that Titanfall 2 was on sale for $7.50, the Ultimate Edition. Had $5 in Bing money, so you know what that means. I paid $2.50 and played a pretty goddamn good campaign. Fuck you guys for not telling me it was so sad.
I didn't play it.
Oh.
I never beat it. But feel free. Go ahead. Spoil away.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I don't want to spoil
I'm
anything.
never gonna play it.
I got to the factory.
Oh yeah.
That's like second stage or
yeah,
something.
second or third.
I think I did that first Titan v Titan boss battle, and then I bailed.
I think it's a really good campaign. Like I had heard anecdotally through and through that was just a really good campaign, that everyone liked it, and I was like, you know, when people talk about something and you can't quite visualize why it's so good.
I've always got Portal comparisons. I don't know what that means.
The Portal, because you mentioned that to me the other day, and I was like, the fuck is he talking about Portal? And then
is it just like with the way it's written, I guess?
No, not at all. The idea is that when you said that, after having beat it, I can now kind of compare it to the fact that you and BT, your Titan, sort of build a relationship as Gladys and Chell do. Although your character
not
talks.
to the extent that BT hates you at first. Because GLaDOS hates you.
Yeah, no. But like, remember in Portal 2 where you end up with that kind of like, when she's fucking in the potato and everything like that. Yeah, like you build that kind of bond and you feel like connected. Like, you get that by the end of it. Where like
and it's not really cutscenes, right? Like it's all in game with everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's not like pre-rendered cinematics.
Yeah, no, I don't remember any of those.
Because like Source games usually do that. There's not many like cutscenes. It's all like happening in game.
Yeah, no, it was all
the script and everything.
It's really cool. Like there's just, I think the writing's really solid. The only thing I didn't love is like the very, very end of it. Like my character, I just feel like fell flat emotionally for me.
But it's all a step up from apparently Titanfall 1. Because I don't think Titanfall 1 even had a...
It did not have a campaign.
Yeah.
This one was damn good. I beat it quick. Like I think I started that Friday night, maybe.
Yeah, I saw you were playing it.
Or because I started it Friday night, but it wasn't done installing yet, so I could only do the running tutorial. So I started it yesterday, and I beat it this morning.
How long is it?
It's not. Like, honestly, I'd have to look at my
Halo campaign
clock. Yeah, I would put it on par with Halo 2, maybe. Time-wise. Maybe shorter.
Okay.
It's pretty digestible. The part you got to with the factory was probably like the lull of the campaign for me, because it was like so much. Those platforms are all moving. You're talking about when BT gets grabbed by the thing.
I think so, and then it's like houses being built or something.
Yeah.
I think I might have been a little after that. I can't remember too much.
That's the part for me where it just kind of like it started to drag a bit.
Yeah.
Because it all of a sudden slowed down. Like you spent the beginning of it getting bonded with BT, and then getting out of a place with BT, getting out of that main first area, and then you're like, great, we fucking made it. And then he's like, all right, we just need to go to this checkpoint, and you're on the way to the checkpoint, and he gets grabbed by some fucking machine, and you're in the middle of whatever. And then it's kind of that separation again. It just, that part definitely pulled it out, but I think everything came together really nicely. I liked seeing each level, I'd say almost every level is kind of punctuated with another Titan fight against another pilot from the Apex. I forget what they call them. They're drug dealers and shit. The Apex something. I forget the name of them, but they're, because it's all set in that same universe, you know?
Right.
I don't know. It was really good. And then I started fucking around with the multiplayer some. Totally different beast than anything, but it's really good.
I love that multiplayer.
It's just basically Call of Duty with grappling hooks.
And wall running, man. The fucking wall running. And the grappling hook is just a piece of it, because you don't need to.
No, but
that's a perk. Like, that's optional.
Yeah, no. Like, but if you understand the physics of that and know how to use it,
it made me want to go play fucking Pathfinder in Apex. Like, that grappling hook's real good.
Just hopping on top of a Titan while you're just dudes.
I'm usually the guy getting hopped on, but yes, it does feel good. Titanfall 2. I think, I don't know. By the time this goes up, you probably have a couple hours left on that sale if you want to try and grab it for $7.50. I got the Ultimate Edition, which gave me like XP boosts.
It's always on sale.
I think like once a month that thing drops down.
You brought up a good point. That's one of the most underrated things about that game. It had no like paid DLC. Everything they added was free.
Yeah. Which is, and I wonder what the future of that franchise is now with Apex, with whatever. It seems like, because it goes on sale so frequently and because of the popularity of Apex, I can't imagine that people wouldn't jump in. Like, I started it on PS4, I just never finished it, and then on my Xbox this weekend, so I was like,
That's definitely like one of the newer IPs that I want to see live like for a while.
I imagine it will. I just don't know in what
Because it almost didn't.
Because Titanfall 2, like, you know.
They sent that shit out to die.
Yeah.
It was between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Like, come on, man.
It's rough. And then, did I start Dead or Alive 6 last week by the time we were talking? No, I did not. I'm checking my notes from last week. Yes, I bought Dead or Alive 6 also. I think I bought it the night we recorded the podcast. Because I had $10 of Bing money at that point, and I was like, well, I can get it for $50. So I'm getting that good shit, Matt. And here's a fun fact for your Xbox. 'Cause I know you'll be mad, but you're going to be glad in the end. You, by doing certain things through Game Pass, get quests that you then trade into Bing points, and it becomes Bing money, and you can buy fucking get Microsoft money. So think about that. You probably already have earned some Bing money now that I think about it.
What happened earlier in the week where
I'm not sure if it's
we had a search competition. You wanted to make it a search competition that I clearly won. I was looking for royalty-free music.
Oh, no, you just found a different website than I found. There were just different results on the front page.
I found the perfect website.
was
It was like 4 clicks down
was
on
it
Google.
Was it a YouTube channel? Because they have that.
I don't know what it was. Either way,
No, it was a website.
we just had different results. Not one that was better or worse.
Better.
Dead or Alive 6. So
Kicking off clothes.
you can kick off clothes, sort of.
Any beach volleyball.
No beach volleyball
I'm out.
yet. It's a good ass fighter.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't be so sure, Matt. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that.
like I'm really, I'm digging it.
Don't play fighting games. Do you like sports games? Just
I mean, when the
saying.
beach volleyball, sure, but
They have a wrestling ring level.
that's true.
Give me auto
There's
volleyball.
2 wrestlers in this game.
Auto DOA volleyball.
Yeah. So
Put the girls in
you,
bikinis out. Level them up.
They have
Strip their
outfits.
clothes as you level them up. Oh my god, I'm making a mod of Dota 2.
I've been playing ranked quite a bit. Well, there's only one mode. There's only just ranked online modes. So I've been doing that a bit. Slowly getting my rank out of the Fs, just little by little.
There you go.
But you start from the bottom, and you just kind of, every win gets you a little bit higher. Obviously, there's certain things that'll have a bigger weight on your letter grade. If you fight someone who's like, at one point it paired me with someone who was a B ranking when I was F+, and it was like, this is gonna suck, and it sucked. But it popped up. It was like, decisive match. If you win this, I was like, yeah, there's no if. There's when I lose, I just stay where I am, and that guy goes higher. It's fine. But the fighting system's a little weird because it's atypical to everything I've ever learned. Like, even for me, learning Street Fighter has been weird in comparison to the Mortal Kombat and Injustice, that side of things that I've kind of muscle memoried my way into. But this is even different than that. Like, you have a punch button and a kick button, and then you have a throw and a hold button, and hold's kind of your block. You can also just hit back to block, but if you time your block button with a forward or backward direction, when your opponent connects a hit, if you time it the right way, you can throw them and then kind of move into a combo or whatever. It's a different feeling of a fighting game, but I'm enjoying that kind of like rhythm of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to say. Oh, there's a story mode. Started the story mode. That is a fucking weird.
Ninjas and tits. That's series.
It's not. No, it's not even that. Like
that's
it's
the whole series.
It's like the story mode. Like the way that they. You know how in
Actually, I
like,
never knew the.
Are they on the
whole
beach at all
story.
during a story?
Not yet, man.
God
Jesus.
damn it.
You know the. You guys did the Injustice story mode or
Nope.
the Mortal Kombat story? Any of the?
I did.
Okay.
Injustice
the
2 I
reboot
did.
story.
So there's the what?
The Mortal Kombat reboot. Like
You did that?
the 9 is it 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you get the idea,
Yeah, I did
right?
that one too.
There's those cutscenes, right, where something's happening and rah, fuck you, because this is happening, and then the camera slowly like does the pan into the 2v2 or the 2D.
It goes right to
side
the
view.
fight.
Right. This does that also, but contextually, the reasons that they get into the fights are so just. My favorite, I think, so far was one of the early chapters. It was Marie Rose and Honoka. I don't remember her name. Something with an H. The one with the skull shirt.
Skull shirt.
I don't remember. Either way, it's one of the alternate costumes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Honoka?
yeah.
I can't remember.
Because it's just a glove for default. That skull.
Yeah.
Like schoolgirl.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one. Marie Rose walks up. She's like kind of like walking. They walk around this corner as if like passing like outside of a market or something. And she goes, "You're so and so. You were in the Dead or Alive tournament. Wow, I've always wanted to learn what your moves are like. Could I learn?" It shifts into the fucking.
What a very Sakura character.
It was like, all right, here we go. Some of them are dumb. The way the story is laid out is really that's the most confusing part. It's on a grid. And as you do a chapter, other alternate stories within that chapter, like theoretically, it's laid out like a fucking, what's that? String theory? Follow me here.
Okay.
Y'all familiar with string theory?
Tiny bit.
Okay. The idea that everything is happening at once, but never, but also forward and also, okay.
So this isn't based on you just picking a character, going through a thing. It's
right. Yeah. It's not that at all. It's I'm going to draw it for you. I'm going to illustrate it, which is going to be great for a fucking audio podcast. Imagine, if you will, when you were smaller than you are now, and you
not
would
much different for me.
go to buy those little dots, the candy dots, where you'd end up eating more paper than candy. All those little dots on a piece of paper, right? But sometimes maybe there's dots that are missing that aren't actually on that row because it doesn't exist, but there's just like one dot on that row. That would be the same. Here's the prologue line. And let's just imagine vertically from top to bottom. Prologue, chapter 1, all the way down through chapter 50. I don't fucking know how many chapters there are.
Okay.
And then that's from top to bottom. And then from left to right,
Are there certain areas?
it could be that someone has a chapter, or there might not be anything in that line. So in the prologue line, there might be 3 characters you play as, whereas in chapter 1, there might be 7 characters you play as that all kind of build the story, and they each kind of spin off of each other, but also have nothing to do with each other.
So from top to bottom, you're going from top to bottom, and I guess it looks like a really fucked up skill tree.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like, I don't know if I just keep working my way down or if I'm supposed to bounce to the right. I mean, you have the option to do whatever. If you're confused, fuck, I don't know what I am, because it's it's fun though. It's Dead or Alive. It's just
Fighting
stupid.
game stories are really interesting.
Yeah, sure. I guess you could say that for this one.
I would, so far from the way it sounds, I think
It's weird.
Tekken 7's done it the best.
I liked Injustice. I mean, Mortal Kombat X.
Is this what it looks like?
Yeah, that's exactly, yes.
I pulled up the Final Fantasy X sphere grid and the expert sphere grid for those that.
I don't even want to
get-
play Final Fantasy X even more so after looking at that.
Oh, it's fine. Just follow the linear path. It's not as weird as it looks.
Yeah.
It's just, at some point late
Linear
game,
path, huh?
you can do Titus can be Lulu if you really want to. It's
I
fine.
guess that's how this is too. I don't know. But it's a fun fighting game. So fun indeed that you can check it out on Combo Breaker episode 6. Not this week, but next. This week we got something else happening.
Dang. I didn't realize you did that many.
Yeah, man. We got some shit. That's it for what I've been playing. Did you guys play anything else you want to talk about, or?
I think the Flood's the coolest enemy type in a game.
Yeah, Flood's pretty cool.
I forgot how good their entrance was in the first Halo.
It just changes that game. That game's completely different after the Flood.
But
Yeah, you do everything in reverse.
who has the best kill sound?
You mean like when they
The
die?
grunts?
Yeah, yeah.
You talking about the grunts?
Yeah, probably the grunts.
Those are good when you have the party mode one. When the confetti
yeah.
pops out and the
Yeah.
kids are screaming. I like the elites.
Are they the?
They're just the regular boys, like the Arbiter.
No. But what's
Yeah,
their
yeah.
sound like?
But because after they're dead, you're still screaming like. It's like, dude, it's been like 10 minutes. It's like, dude, I just shot you with twice, and you're still. Are you dead?
Dude, I hate turning through a tight corridor and you see the elite and you just. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
And I made in
but Flood's
audio
cool.
podcast. I made the gesture of whipping out your energy sword.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah, what's
No, Flood's cool though.
What are the brutes into? Or are they 3?
No. They start in 2.
Okay.
But you don't. Well, yeah.
Yeah, because contextually, the way they get involved, like.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I thought they were only in 3. But I forgot
so
they
too.
were in 2.
Something is new about them in 3 though that I can't remember. I guess we'll find out this week.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, there's some news. A lot of news. I don't remember. We'll find out right after this. There's actually some news. I forgot everything that happened. I haven't looked at what we listed on here. So jump into it. We kind of talked about this earlier. We hinted at it, but Anthem was/is soft bricking PlayStation 4s, and Sony was apparently refunding some PS4 owners who reached out.
If you could stay in the queue list long enough.
Yeah. I forgot about
Anthem.
Yeah, like I think we're past the point where we need to talk about Anthem, but I think someone said it. I don't remember if you said it in our messages or Slack or where the fuck it is. I think it was you, Mark. I don't remember. But, first contender for hottest mess.
Oh, yeah, that was me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we get to the end of the year, so. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yes. Sad news, or potentially sad news. Brad Sams, the reputable source behind a lot of Microsoft news and things like that, says that according to his sources, Game Pass and xCloud on Switch is not happening as soon as we may think. Ori, based on that last rumor thing that we talked about, is likely to happen pretty soon. But the Game Pass stuff, where previously it was kind of like everyone was like, they're going to come out at E3 and fucking Reggie and Reggie and Phil Spencer are going to be holding hands. Not necessarily the case.
Well, yeah, because Reggie's going to retire.
All right. Doug Bowser and Chris Charla are going to hang out. Yeah, not happening. Or maybe not. Who knows? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe Microsoft paid him to say.
They just said not as soon.
Yeah.
Still happening.
I don't. Either
Maybe,
way,
potentially.
I'm happy that my excitement has died for that, because that would have been such a cool announcement to have been watching E3 and been like,
yeah.
What the? Why is he there? You know what I mean? Like that's just like, what's happening? What are we doing? Yeah.
Why is Jack Tretton out here?
Where's his pants?
Again? Friday the 13th, the game is coming to Switch.
Which game will look better? Which game will run better?
I don't.
It's so weird because
I like the teaser for it though.
They're allowed, that company's allowed to do maintenance on the servers and have dedicated servers finally, and patch the game in that sense. But
they just can't add content
to
it.
They even said specifically, we can't even add a rock or a tree.
Right.
They can't. Nothing.
Yeah.
Because of that lawsuit. And it's why even bother at this point?
How much longer is that going to run?
Probably forever, because they are probably too stubborn to pay that guy. One of the writers.
Did he win this? What was the?
Apparently, this was an issue way before the game was even.
Yeah,
made.
yeah, I remember that. But
it's still
what was the judgment, or is it still?
It's still ongoing.
Yeah,
That's the issue.
there's no agreement yet. It's still a disagreement.
Someone just needs to make a fucking call.
Yeah, there's no conclusion, but it's this wouldn't have been an issue had if they just fucking credited him.
It's one of those things where a patent in some country can prevent the company from selling something if there's enough evidence that it goes to trial or whatever. They're still, I think, waiting trial, but there's enough evidence where all right, hold on, halt.
That's just
stop.
the problem with license bullshit.
I think there's just a lot of bullshit.
Speaking of a lot of bullshit,
a lot of lawyer talk.
We got our first look at Sonic the Hedgehog in live action this week.
Well,
I want to ask our resident Sonic the Hedgehog expert, Matt.
Oh.
How do you feel about the current design or potential?
Because this isn't real, though, right? Or sorry,
it's in the stages of it. It's not the
leak.
final look.
Okay.
Is it from?
Hold
Is
on.
it from Sega or the who's doing the movie?
Paramount.
Paramount. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's the one CG render of him just standing there, right?
Yeah. So that's from Paramount. That one.
No, they've not officially. So it was the
So
marketing.
these are
These are leaked images, but they're from a marketing firm who did marketing for the thing, and it is part of their portfolio that says, "Yo, here's some shit we worked on." They included these images that haven't been revealed to the public yet. However, these images, correct me if I'm wrong, are not the final look of what Sonic looks like.
They are not the final. Okay, so the movie style guide, the hand drawn art, is apparently the closest to the final version that none of us have seen.
There you go.
But that one right there that looks horrible is the closest thing to that. Now, there's been actual CG renders out there of him just standing there, and another one of Clipper where it looks like he's running with his mouth open. That was apparently when Sony was in charge, and that was a prototype.
Okay. So we haven't seen, but we
We still haven't seen a final form, but it looks closer to that hand-drawn shit. And I don't know how I feel about that because his eyebrows are tumors.
I mean, in motion, I'm sure it'll be better.
Usually the CG could look better, but
I actually can't wait to see this with you guys.
Yeah.
'Cause I can't wait to see the sheer disappointment when we walk out of that theater.
I'm gonna pirate it.
How could we? How could we?
There you go, big brother.
How
Telling
could
you.
we be disappointed?
Like you'll find a way.
I think no. I think I'm just gonna go into it just like it's gonna be a good comedy.
It could be. You know what Look, everyone's.
To be fair,
Hold on. Everyone's flipping out about Sonic. What the fuck does Jim Carrey look like as Dr. Robotnik? That's the real question.
Did you see the rumor that somebody did see the movie and they were like on Reddit with the AMA and they were telling like what the synopsis was and everything? So there's no. I don't think there's any rings in this movie. There's no Chaos Emeralds. Robotnik or Eggman. He's not even called Eggman in this, but he's apparently skinny. And from what I found out, there's a Sonic Bible on the internet that shows like the prologue to everything of like how Sonic I don't know if it's like canon or not, but it's like how he became blue. And at first he was just a brown hedgehog that.
Are we getting the deep, gritty origin story?
Robotnik experimented on him, and that's how he became blue.
I think I knew that for some reason. Matt might have told me about that once.
I don't know. Like,
that's exactly what happened.
I don't know.
It was part of my fan fiction I wrote on
the
side.
Yeah, it's gonna be nothing like the video games.
I can't wait.
And it all takes place in Nebraska because that's where Sonic is from.
And Sonic from Nebraska.
According to that Sonic Bible.
Jesus
I think.
Christ.
I don't know. Somebody from DeviantArt is screaming right now. But
speaking of DeviantArt, Mars arrives in Dota 2 this week. Matt?
I didn't get to play as them. I did play a game of Dota because the auto chess servers were down. But I got to play alongside of a Mars, and he seems unique. I forget like his moveset.
Does
I know
he throw
he has,
a shield?
He does like a shield bash. He charges into you, and it does like a knockback effect. And if you hit a tree, I think there's another stun added to the move. He has this weird like Coliseum thing, where I think he gets a buff if he's inside of it for like attacking. And as you get to the edge, he has like a guard almost, and I think the guard like attacks you and deals damage.
I wonder if he does a Sparta kick.
He might.
He has like
Gonna need you to report back next week with the Sparta kit confirmation.
And also if there's DLC costume of him wearing a sailor outfit.
Agreed.
Yeah, wait for the battle pass, man. He just came out. Now we're gonna need to get those sweet like
I would want
to called Arcanas or whatever.
I'd want a Sailor Mars.
That'd be pretty good. Speaking of things we want, Inside Xbox Season 2 Episode 2 is tomorrow, featuring Halo the Master Chief Collection, which begs so many questions. What do you think? Predictions?
They're gonna come out and say we patched Halo 2.
So watch that ending of the game,
and then they're gonna walk off the stage.
I guess for those who aren't too familiar, Inside Xbox is like Xbox's dedicated. I wouldn't say direct.
Yeah, that's not a direct.
But
It's the closest to a Nintendo Direct as you can get, but it's basically a.
it's just a whole video about news relating to their games and stuff.
It's like the whole Xbox social media team putting
like
on
just
an
behind the
hour-long or
scenes.
multiple hour-long show.
It's pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
So
It's cool. Like, I mean, they've done some cool shit on there. It's where mouse and keyboard support got announced for Xbox. It's where they've announced a lot of Game Pass stuff. They've done a lot of like dev interviews and stuff. We saw that like extended look at Forza last year. Like, it's a cool show.
yeah, it goes a little more in depth, hence inside.
Yeah.
Um,
And then the Master Chief Collection was meant to get some sort of weird announcement during the Championship Series coming up next weekend. But this popped up, this little teaser saying, hey, featuring the Master Chief Collection. And then a lot of community managers at 343 were tweeting, we couldn't wait. We'll see you Tuesday. I don't know what it is. What do you think? PC release?
Could be.
Halo Reach?
I would hope for Halo Reach. But I feel like that's not going to be the main.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably talk about like other stuff, but probably I can see PC being like the main thing, and then like an added bonus is Halo Reach. So because that's a 4-player co-op experience plus the multiplayer.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have PC and Xbox playing together or whatever.
I think if you are gonna announce it for PC though, you have to also announce mouse and keyboard support for Xbox.
Right.
That would make sense to me too.
Maybe they patch 2. Maybe that's the spotlight announcement. You know, like that's the most important, right? I feel.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think that the PC release will happen on Tuesday, but I think it.
Infinite Shadow Drop. Boom.
Yep, there it is. It's
Not even Master Chief
Yeah,
Collection.
And
no.
Scarlet.
But it's in there.
And Scarlet Shadow Drop too.
done.
Yep.
Perfect.
Everything.
Buying a new Xbox on Tuesday.
I'm still in my return period, I think.
There you go. So we'll find out tomorrow. Mortal Kombat 11 got a story trailer this week that was really fucking cool.
I still didn't watch that one.
It's really neat.
The only thing I watched was the Cassie Cage trailer.
She's badass.
She might be my favorite.
Yeah, like what's his face? Johnny Cage, like borrows heavily from Green Lantern, I think, in Injustice, and then Cassie makes me think that Injustice 3 is gonna have Jessica Cruz because there's a lot of like cool moves that I think would look sleek if you.
Just because they have green abilities doesn't mean it's Green Lantern.
There's a lot of like lighty things that are happening with that, but
I have to.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna watch it, but I guess I should, so that way, if they're stealing any of my FCW ideas, I get to sue them. Isn't that how that
yeah,
works?
that's exactly how it works. So
Mhm.
yeah, you might want to take a look at that.
Yeah.
It's cool. They've got. This was the first time we get to see multiple versions of the same. There's 2 Johnny Cages, and
Oh.
they're like, "The fuck is happening?"
Well, yeah, one's a stunt double.
No, it's cool. Like because it shows you how Chronica is the one who's kind of manipulating this, and she's been there since the beginning of Mortal Kombat, and
What a good name.
it's fucking yeah.
What a good
It's-
name.
I'm really fucking looking forward to this. The beta for that, if you sign up for the test beta, is next weekend, and then there's the pre-order beta at the end of the month. So I'm hoping I get into one or the other. We'll see. VR, virtual reality. We've talked about this off air, on air, that this would be cool, and then Nintendo said, yes, it would be. Labo is getting a VR kit April 12th. Wait, am I wrong about that?
That sounds right.
I know coming April 12th, all right. I didn't know if it was like pre-order and then something. But
Oh.
yeah. This is fucking cool, dude. The marketing's weird as shit.
I haven't seen what the actual games look like for it.
I don't think they've shown them.
I think there's
They
a
just
trailer,
shown
isn't there?
kids looking into the assholes of animals. But I don't know. I didn't look. I looked at the press release and then was like, this is fucking cool. If they don't put Virtual Boy games out, I'm going to be real mad. Just put tennis out. That's it. Just give me one. Or that good Wario game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fatal Frame.
Yeah. You could do a lot of good shit. Speaking of doing a lot of good shit, 3D Realms announced a new game called Wrath, Aeon of Ruin. I know what you're thinking. The Duke Nukem people? Yes. And they're making something in the Quake 1 engine. There's a short trailer that makes it look really fucking cool, and then there's an 11-minute gameplay video on IGN that made it look less cool. It still looks good, but like for me, when I think of Quake and those old games, it's all about just, and even the new Doom, right? It's just pace and how quickly it moves. It was like slowly moving through this big kind of open area to find a key to get through, which Quake and Doom, you're always trying to find the key to get into the thing, but it's often like coupled with the monsters coming at you and the fast-paced movement. This was like, sometimes there's monsters, but really, again, it's an 11-minute slice of a game that's not out until next year. But for PC this week, or this summer, there's a kind of early access thing going on.
That looks pretty neat. Like reading about it seemed cool too. But I don't know. I'm curious on the weapons.
Yeah.
Like in the clip you saw, did they show off like a good amount of weapon variety, or is it just like a shotgun and?
You know, you asked me that, and I don't remember anything standing out, so I guess it wasn't that.
Because each game kind of has like their own like signature gun, you know, and like Doom has the BFG.
Yeah.
Quake might have
nail gun. I didn't get a feel for. There's not one where I can be like, dude, it's this fucking. Yeah, I don't have that.
Gotcha.
Judgment coming out on June 25th. This game looks real dope. So it's a Yakuza spinoff where you play as a lawyer so you're a lawyer and one of your clients is on trial for murder. You get him off, and then like a week after you get him off, he's arrested for murder. Suspected murder, right? And then you resign and end up being a PI. But it's set in the world of Yakuza. You're just not playing Yakuza.
Right.
It's completely different. It seems really, really cool.
You're on the other side of the law.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a neat thing. I've been hearing a lot about it on 8.4 Play because they've been playing it in Japanese. And yeah, it sounds really cool. Electronic Arts, makers of Apex. Well, no, they bought the company that made Apex. But EA announced its EA Play 2019 because I don't know if you guys know this, but we're like 12 weeks out from E3. But E3 will continue to get weirder this year after Sony has bowed out. EA follows in suit. Good. No traditional press conference. But starting on Friday, because we needed it to get fucking earlier.
We're not watching it. This is where Saturday.
When Microsoft goes, that's the first day that we sit down and fucking record.
Well, they're going Monday night, so.
According to your prediction, yeah, sure. Fucking EA is starting Friday night, June 7th, with multiple live streams that will air during the first 2 days of the event, bringing you more of what you've told us you want, gameplay and insights from the teams making the games. And, then there's EA Play Fan Fest happening June 8th and 9th, where players can get hands-on with the games. Content creators streaming live from the Creators Cave, so that's back, of course. Sure.
Who asked for this?
To
I don't know.
Andrew Wilson.
I mean, honestly, this is.
I know
that
this
fuck.
Makes sense. Because what the fuck what were they gonna show?
Fallen Order. That's the only ace in the hole. That
Fallen Order. There's
the Star Wars game.
No, I know that, but there's also Need for Speed and Plants vs. Zombies are coming this year.
Who asked for another Need for Speed game?
Don't know, but it's in their fucking.
Man, please. Oh, never
their
mind.
earnings call. Remember?
There could have been a Dead Space 4.
Well, it could be a Skate 4 still. Jury's out on that. So.
I was gonna say I hope they bring that guy, but they're not having a conference. I don't care. So.
Yeah.
Well, can't wait for this Xbox Ubi Nintendo E3.
Fucking make it happen.
It's gonna be short.
Yeah. And all three of them are real close too when you think about it, right? Like Nintendo, Ubisoft
Yeah.
have been fucking some shit up lately.
That's like the human centipede of
Microsoft,
E3.
it could.
Eat
Just
each other's
something Nintendo's a
ass.
whore.
Starlink Battle for Cortana.
Ugh. Ugh. No.
No,
No.
you don't want Star Fox to drive a warthog.
No.
All right,
I want Master Chief and a Landmaster.
there you go. The crossover we've been waiting for, and the battle we've been waiting for. This coming weekend, starting September, Jesus, March 15th. Fuck you. March 16th at 12 a.m. Fucking Pacific time. Get that shit out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Basically, if you play it all on Saturday, there's a new Splatfest coming. Knights versus Wizards. I liked it better, the Japanese translation of it.
Because it was
It's like fantasy versus fucking cool shit.
no. No. It was probably still Knights or Warriors versus Mages.
Probably, whatever.
Mage is a better name than Wizard. I will always side with that.
That's true. Wait, Wizard.
Wizard's a dumbass name.
I don't like Wizard. Wizard sounds stupid to me. Anyway, she's clearly wearing a witch hat, so why wouldn't you just call it Knights versus Witches? Which is really what we're getting at. The one cool thing about the Splatfest, not only is it, Splatfest, these, the images, if you look at the teaser art for it, is very reminiscent of the costumes you got when you scanned the Octoling amiibo back when those came out. And in fact, it's the first Splatfest where your whole costume will change if you have those amiibo, not just the shirt. So your Splatfest tee will get replaced with the entire witch or knight garb if you skin them in.
They should embrace that more. Get
Like,
a full
yeah.
costume instead of just a
Sure.
t-shirt.
Yeah,
You can't keep.
I know. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I do. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you just had a collection of all the
Yeah.
Splatfest t-shirts?
I would
you
be rocking a
participated in?
Pokemon one this whole time.
It'd be so cool. Fuck. But it's special. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe Splatoon 3.
No, it's just classic Nintendo where like they do something that you like and then at the cost of something you wish happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, just two things I don't have: Nintendo Switch Online and an Amiibo. So
You can scan mine.
don't need to.
But they're right there. Look.
I don't need to.
All right. You didn't jump back in for that Tetris 99 thing?
No, I won my game.
All right.
I know I'm never gonna win again.
That is all the news we have for the week, and that is all the podcasts we have for the week. Short guy this week. Unless you guys have anything else.
Nah, I don't have time to rant about Halo 1.
No, you don't. Plans for this week? We're gonna play some Halo 3, I think.
Yeah, more love to the Xbox. Hopefully more love to the GameCube.
Fingers crossed.
No, wait till Tuesday.
No love to Mario Run because I'm Mario done.
There you go.
I'm watching them run.
Anything for you?
I think I said it last week. I still want to try We Happy Few.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I might be saying that like the next couple of weeks. Like,
That's fine.
Auto Chess.
There it is. You can
Life.
play it. I re-downloaded something, and I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I started dicking around in Stardew Valley, so.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
if in case anyone was wondering, last week I fell off Super Metroid. I never touched it again.
Oh shit, yeah. Well, you bought an Xbox, so that kind of takes precedent. Yeah, I didn't like Stardew the first time around. I got bored real quick.
You should try the Graveyard one.
Graveyard Keeper.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought about that. The thing I like about Stardew is it's on my Switch. And I know Graveyard Keeper's on Switch, but I already bought Stardew Valley, so
I'll say it's on Xbox.
I know. I like the idea of it on Switch right now because it's that like I've got something to do on
kinda
Xbox.
mindless.
I've got like
That's so weird. I mean, no, I mean I get that. It's just that like I'm having like right now I'm in a mindset of like I don't care for my Switch because there's like nothing.
it's
There's
got
everything, but there's nothing.
It's got a place. You know what I mean? Like when I sit
Yeah.
down and I'm like I'm gonna play a video game. I turn my Xbox on recently. Like that's where I've been kind of going. But Switch is still that like
I'm not gonna be.
I'm on the
in
couch. I'm
late April.
watching more episodes of Daria, so I also want to play this.
I mean, I just stay in my room, so there's no need. It's either like I'm watching stuff on my Xbox while I have a Switch, and that's about it. But like
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
like maybe Yoshi is when I'll pick it up again.
Yeah. But maybe Stardew. I might fall off completely. But I started fresh. I still have my old save, but I just started from scratch.
I'm curious to see where that goes.
Yeah, time will tell. Something else. I don't remember. We'll find out next week. Real curious about this Inside Xbox thing. That should be something. And then I think there's a Nintendo Direct this week. So no, not yet.
I'll probably finish my Game Boy project.
You didn't talk about that on the air.
Mm-mm.
Tell the kids. Do you know about this one?
I don't
think so.
I wanted to recreate Luigi's Game Boy in Luigi's Mansion. It's called a Game Boy Horror. So it just looks like a Game Boy Color, but instead of saying a color, it's still written playfully, but it's just as horror instead. So they made custom faceplates for that. I ordered that. But he has like a clear Game Boy, but it's not the clear purple Game Boy Color. But so I ordered like the clear shell with all the extra parts, and I just bought some like cheap Game Boy Color because I was gonna just swap the shell. So I had to take all the innards out, clean the buttons and everything, and I put it all into a clear shell. I have most of it together. I just don't have the faceplate yet. That didn't come in the mail yet.
It looked cool though, from what you sent me.
Yeah. I was afraid because I didn't know. I was afraid of messing up the screen. So I was like, oh shit, because this is like kind of stuck in there. How do I get this out? And I'd like look up a video. You just twist the front of the shell and it'll just pop out of place. I'm like, oh,
That still seems scary though.
okay. Yeah. Listeners won't see the picture, but that's what
Did
I
you
have
tweet
so
it?
far.
It looks like the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X.
Oh my god.
No, I was gonna post it when I finally get the faceplate, and I think I'm gonna order a stand from Rose Colored Gaming
Oh,
because
interesting.
they have a Game Boy Horror specific stand.
Oh, that's cool. We'll look for pictures of that over on Twitter. You can follow the Free Cheese at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at aug_mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. I am at The Free Cheese. Go to thefreecheese.com this week. We've got, if you missed FCW No Escape last week, the greatest show on earth.
We're sticking with that.
Yeah, the shit's getting real weird in the little world of wrestling that Matt has created. This Wednesday, we've got Combo Breaker Street Fighter Cross Tekken coming up. Keep an eye out for that. And I think that might be it for now. Yeah.
When are we going to Nebraska to explore this Sonic?
Right now. I'm buying a plane
Because
ticket now.
I'm generally curious all of a sudden
Sonic
that he's from Nebraska.
Yeah. Would you want him to live anywhere else?
You should have saw how he looked
Idaho.
before he went blue. Like it wasn't still long hedges when he was a brown hedgehog. It was like shorts. Like he looked more like an actual hedgehog.
I don't like any of this. All right, that's
I
it.
gotta find it.
Send us your hedgehog fan fiction at podcast@thefreecheese.com. We'll be back next week. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, listener, for listening. We'll see you next time.